Okay, so let's check out the comparison between the SVS Prime Elevation speakers and the Klipsch Atmos RP 140SA. So as you can see here, you have a clear difference, distinct difference in height between the two. And if you look at the side profile, completely different shape. So with this box, I would think that you would get, a little better mid-bass type of effects, just because it's a little wider. But that's just solely my opinion. If you look at the tweeters, I can't do a direct comparison, I guess, like this, maybe like that. No, I'll leave it like this. Very similar tweeters, completely different configuration. Like with this one, you get more of a shotgun burst of sound, which is great. I mean, I really like these from before, so I had them where they were ceiling mounted or ceiling firing and down firing, so these are pretty good on their own. I haven't hooked these up yet, so I can't speak to their performance just yet. But I mean, this tweeter looks pretty good. I like how it's like a spherical type of configuration, so instead of just coming at you like this, it just expands a little better rather than just being recessed like this one right here. What else can I talk about with these? Oh, these, your only mounting option is to have them mounted to the ceiling, which I guess you could do that with these too, or ceiling firing. And then your other option is to mount them on the wall. I can't hold it. I can't, just let it go. But these would be mounted just like that. So their angle is pretty similar between the two, as far as down firing at your listening position. But I think that's the main differences in between these two. They have a very similar type of keyhole mounting. This one's a little lower than the RP. So, maybe that has to do with better center of gravity. I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons why SVS does the things that they do, and in a lot of cases, it's completely opposite than what the traditional manufacturers, the big name brands, are doing as well. But yeah, that's it. That's the general overview of these two. The only other thing that I haven't talked about is probably the grill. This is the traditional grill that you see on pretty much any speaker. Has little binding posts, and you stick them right in there. These are magnetic. They have little magnetic strips in them, and then you just slap your grill on there, and whenever it gets close to where it's at, it'll slide home. But yeah, that's it. I'll go ahead and hook these up, and I'll give you guys a couple different options on placement and the sound differences between the two. Okay, so another thing that I noticed difference in between these is I completely forgot about this. It's all in the mounting bracketry. So with this one, whenever it's going to be mounted to your speaker itself, so I can get a good representation of that. So with this one's going to be mounted like this, right? So directly on there. Cool thing that they put on there is they put this little felt, kind of protects the surface of your speaker. Obviously it's the back, no one's going to be looking at it anyway, but it's kind of cool that they bothered to even put that on there. And it also deals with grip too, so it helps grab the speaker, keep it from moving. They do the same type of material on this one. It's a kind of a double type of mounting bracket. So with that, imagine that these are still connected. So you have that, you slide this one right into it, you mount this on the wall. So maybe it's better to do it like this. So this will be mounted to the wall, and then you get your speaker, and then you'd mount it right in there. Well, I think I have this upside down. I do. So you would have it mounted right in there like that. So it slides right in place. One thing that they do with this one that is completely different than the Atmos module is that not only can you mount this to the wall, they give you the option to mount these, the prime elevations, they give you the option to mount these to your ceiling itself. So if that's an option for you, everyone says that in-ceiling speakers are the best for immersion, for Atmos. And for a lot of people, that's just not feasible. One, because they maybe live in an apartment, they have a landlord, or your room just doesn't allow it. Like, I have a house, which is great, but there's a room directly above me and not an attic, so I can't just go drilling into the ceiling because it's pretty thin. So with this one, typically what you're going to get is whenever you buy these, they're just going to give you everything that I showed you. But if you send them an email through their customer service, what you can do is you can have these to where they're mounted on the ceiling themselves. They come with a separate ceiling bracket, and they deliver it to you free of charge. So that's really cool with that. So if, like I said, if mounting them in the ceiling isn't an option, you can mount these on the ceiling. They can fire down at you. So that helps out a lot with, so say if you really wanted to get the best experience, but you don't necessarily have the right type of house, then that's a really good option for this. So that one gets a plus up for that. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do a comparison between the two. I just wanted to add this little quick part because that was the one thing I forgot that's completely different between the two. All right?